What is up, you guys? My name is Amana. Welcome to and back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you guys subscribe. I'm here with someone new to the channel today. It's my girlfriend Aaliyah. I told you guys that I would be making a video about how we met, and we're gonna jump right into it. Are you ready?
I am.
Nah, you should be confident.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm ready. I have all my details. Good.
Okay, so I told you guys before that we go to the same college. We met in a history class. We're the same major. She's just one class behind me. I'm a senior, she's a junior. And we want to go into two different things in life. She wants to go into the courts. I want to go into law enforcement and forensics. So same path, but like different steps.
Different.
That's what you call it? I don't know.
Same path, different
Careers? I don't know. But, yeah, so we met in a history class this semester. We met in September. She reached out to me, so why don't you talk about your experience with that?
Okay, so it was the first day of history class. She was already sitting down, so I had walked in kind of late. So I was like by the door, she was like by the window, so it was like 5-6 rows, I don't even know, but she was on the other side. And I saw her and I texted my best friend right away, like, oh, there's this cute girl in class. And I didn't say anything. I was way too shy to say anything, but I just saw her. I kept looking at her, and it wasn't until I believe the second class that like people started introducing each other.
Yeah, well, it was the first class, like mad people started introducing each other, but there was so many people in our class that we were literally like the last of like 3 or 4 groups to introduce, and they had us introducing like the other person. So if me and her were to introduce, she would introduce me, I would introduce her. So we both introduced each other on the second day of class. So we really didn't know each other's names or anything until the second day of class. If I'm being honest, like since she was late, I'm sitting in the front, so I didn't notice her at first because
but I noticed her.
Yeah, she came in late, so I was just trying to be about my books. But second day of class came and I introduced myself, and mind you, like, it's my side. I heard her introduce herself. Well, the guy introduced her, and I heard that she was a criminal justice major, and that kind of caught my attention because there was nobody else that was a criminal justice major. So I was like, oh,
yeah, it was just us
okay,
two.
yeah, oh, okay. You know.
So I did hear the person who introduced her, and I kept looking, like making, like everyone else was introducing each other and I didn't really care, but I was making sure like when he was introducing her that I was paying attention so I could catch her name. So I caught her name, and it was easy because her last name was Christmas, so I remembered. And then it wasn't until that same day that I texted my best friend, and I was like, oh, I have her name. Like,
nah, you looked at the attendance sheet.
Okay, yeah.
She looked at the attendance sheet to learn how to spell my name.
I sound like a stalker.
Yeah, I mean,
I did.
It was cute,
they were
though.
passing the attendance sheet, and her side of the room went first. So when it got to me, I looked at the attendance sheet and I saw her name, and I just made sure so I could spell everything right. That same day, we have like a school email. I searched her on like the thing where you search people for the school email, and I searched her whole name and I found her school email. But it would be weird to hit her up on like school email, like that's just awkward. So I just got that to like have her name. Once I got how you spelled her name, I went on Google.
Step by step. If you got a crush, follow this because I guarantee you they will be yours.
I was determined. One thing about me is I was determined. I wanted to know who she was. So I went on Google and I searched up her name, and she had a YouTube channel and it popped up. And then I didn't look at anything else. It apparently, like, I know after that it showed like her Twitter, her Instagram, and her Snapchat. I just saw Instagram. I typed it in, left. I didn't even watch any of her videos, literally. I just went on Instagram, and then I DM'd her because that day we had our teacher was in a conference or something, and he had to do a Zoom meeting, and I wasn't getting inside, so it was the perfect chance to hit her up, like, oh, if you're in the Zoom meeting, I have the DMs.
So we're gonna go through our conversation, reading each other's points and what we were saying and like how we were feeling when we were getting stuff back.
So literally September 13th, I DM'd her like, hey, sorry, this might be weird, but I'm in your history class and I don't know if you're in the Zoom, but I've emailed him and I've been stuck in the waiting room. Is there a chance you can tell him to let me in if you're in there? I didn't care about this class or the Zoom meeting at all.
Yeah, those are not her intentions. She did not hit me up for no Zoom call. I already, like, I kind of knew it. And when I first got the DM, so it didn't go to my primary. It went to, like, my general requested, so I didn't really see it. So she sent that at like 9:45, and I didn't get back to her until literally like 10:30ish. And mind you, the class is over at 10:45, so
it was 10:29.
yeah, I couldn't get in. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna email him like I couldn't get in or whatever the case was. I saw this DM at, what was it, 10:30, and I'm like, oh shit, like she hit me up kind of thing. And her page is private, so I had to like look at her picture, and I'm looking, and I remember her face from when she was getting introduced. I was like, damn, that's shorty from class, bro. Like, I was like, all right, she found me. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think about how she found me. Nothing like that.
I went through a lot to find her.
And I was like, hi, it's okay, I saw this last minute, so you probably already got the message that class is canceled, but I was in the waiting room for a while too. See you next class. I put see you next class, and she hearted it, and it was over. That was all I needed. Like, I didn't know what she like went as. I didn't know if she was gay, straight, bi. I didn't know nothing. So that heart just was the green light for me. That's really the green light.
Before I sent the DM, I was like talking to my best friend about it, and I kept telling her like, oh, should I do it? She was like, just do it. Like, even though it's school related, it gives you like that little leeway to actually change the conversation or talk about something. So I did care about class, but it wasn't like the main reason that because I could have hit anybody up. And even the person who introduced me, like, I got his information and everything. I didn't even remember his name.
Girl, I
didn't even remember his name. I only remembered her name, her information. So I was like, I'm just gonna hit her up, even though we never spoke. We made eye contact like twice, but it wasn't long or anything. It was like a quick glance.
I looked at her up and down. What are you talking about? I looked at you up and down.
It was a quick glance. She said, see you next class. I hearted it. And then I said, I thought I was the only one struggling, but thank you anyways. And 4 hours later,
because I had to have a pep talk with Gianna, my sister Gianna.
I love her.
I literally hit her up, and I was like, how do I shoot my shot with this girl? I sent her the DMs and everything, and after we sent each other those DMs, like, I requested to follow her, she followed me or whatever, and I was looking through her pictures. I was like,
I stalked her whole Instagram.
Shorty is cute, but my page is public, so I had to actually like kind of do that first to get to see you. So I was texting Gianna like, how should I shoot my shot? She was like, bitch, just do it. Like,
just do it.
I don't know. So I kind of like drafted it, and I thought about it, but she was doing something, so I'm like, damn, by the time that I send it, like, she's gonna be gone. I don't know.
No.
Like, disappearance.
I was at work.
I was like, now I don't want to be weird, because the first line in her DM was, I don't want to be weird. So I said, I don't want to be weird, but I just wanted to say you're beautiful and would understand if you don't swing this way. Just wanted to let you know, not knowing what the hell was gonna happen.
I was like, thank you, you're very attractive yourself. That's actually crazy, because I was really nervous to hit you up first, but can I get your number? See, I wasted no time.
Yeah, she jumped right to it. Like, literally, once she said that, I literally was talking to Gianna about how she liked the picture of mine. We were liking each other's pictures or whatever, and then after that, I was like, bro, since she asked for my number, and I gave it to her. Like,
and I gave it to her.
Definitely, but I waited for like 15 minutes to pass, because I didn't want to seem thirsty. I didn't want to seem desperate, but I was just amazed, because nobody really looks for me like that. Like, to ask for my number, I'm supposed to ask for your number back.
I put you on Google. I did a whole background check before I got to. I did a whole background check, and I texted her like half an hour later, because I was at work when you texted her.
From that, after that, we were just texting about majors, you know, simple stuff, like birthdays. She was telling me deep shit off the rip, like stuff that made me a little bit scared about what I was getting into. I don't know.
I don't know why I felt so comfortable to tell you all that.
I don't know. Maybe it was just a vibe.
It probably was, but I did tell you. So.
Yeah, and it got to the point where I asked her like, so how did you find me? Because I don't know, I was thinking at first like we go to the same school. I have UML on my bio, so I was like, I don't know, maybe it came up on our mutuals. Mind you, we didn't follow nobody of like the same.
Yeah,
we didn't follow the same people.
Mutual followers.
So I don't know, it was just weird. But then she was telling me how she did it, and I was like, damn, like she was determined. She was really trying to find me. No, I never had somebody that was like that dedicated to find me. Like, and now look at you shooting your 3-pointer, and you made it.
I'm so
big
happy.
shot and everything. Like,
so excited.
2 days later, we texted for those 2 days, and we had class again 2 days later, and like it was our first class after we talked that we were like actually seeing each other and noticing each other.
I was so nervous to talk to you, like sitting down face to face.
Oh, like I was thinking the whole class, like, damn, what are we gonna talk about? What am I gonna talk about? Like, and I didn't know her schedule, so I had a class right after the history class. So like I guess she just kind of waited for me to get out, and then we would just talk then, and we were talking about, you know, like situations and things like that. And it's been taking off ever since. But that's how we met. That's how we first started talking. I never thought that like college would be a place where I find somebody who I
did not expect it. It was literally like out of nowhere.
Yeah, falling out of the sky. We were both trying to be single. We was both not looking for nobody. Like, it's just crazy because I literally saw her circle, the little circle on the DM. Like,
you're like, that looks familiar.
Yeah, I was like, is this shorty from class? Like,
yes, ma'am.
That's kind of crazy. Like, I'm telling you, that history class blessed us both, and I didn't even care for that class.
In all those years, like, we had the same classes we required to take for our major. We never had a class together. Next semester though, we have 3 classes.
Yeah, we had 3 classes together. It's my last semester, but we had 3 classes.
I made sure I scheduled that. We originally had 2.
Yeah.
And then I told you to take one, and I didn't even know I was in that class.
Yeah.
And it turns out I was in that class.
Well, like before we even started talking, I sat in front of her and she sat beside me, but like one seat behind. And our professor went through the slides really fast, so she would take pictures of the slides, and my face, well, my profile and head would be in it, and she would go home and stare at it. Nah, I forced it, but nah, I would be in her pictures.
No, I'm like, because I couldn't get a picture of your face, only your Instagram. Like, I showed my best friend your Instagram, but like I would show her like the back profiles of you and be like, oh, that's her outfit today, that's what she's wearing today. That's
Talk
her.
about obsessed. No, we're both obsessed with each other.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's a healthy obsession. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not. But I really do like appreciate the efforts. I find it so cute. Like, if your lover did not do all that for you, then I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Something wrong.
Yeah, they definitely are. But like, and it's cute because she thinks I'm the funniest person in the world.
She makes me laugh so much.
But I'm not even that funny. Like
you are. She has ad-libs for everything. Like, it'll be silent in the car. It's ad-libs for everything.
But it's going great.
It's going great.
Yeah. We've been talking. Well, obviously, like we said, it's what, December 28th. So it's been 3 months. Yeah, like 3 months and 2 weeks.
But she asked me to be her girlfriend on the 14th.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
On a softball. It was so cute.
I
actually have a softball.
And we both played softball, so
look how cute this is. I don't know if they can see it, but you know.
We both played softball, and she actually got a scholarship for it, but she left that school. UMass Lowell team sucks. But
it's so bad. I hope no one from the UMass Lowell softball team sees this.
But if you do, keep grinding, girl. Go ahead. Like, keep grinding. We believe in you. But yeah, like, I kind of just went all around the softball explaining that, you know,
so
she stole my heart. 3 months later, I fell in love, like, you know, and I was like, I'm no pitcher because I played center. But here's my pitch to you. Will you be my girlfriend? This girl got a lefty glove. You've been playing softball.
I know.
You've been playing softball.
I was tired.
Years.
I got out of work. I went to buy a glove because she was like, you have to have a glove for the 14th. You have to. I was like, okay, I got it. I thought I had one in my car. I did not have one in my car. So yeah, I messed up.
Yeah, but I was beasting her to play catch, and when we finally did, she was like, oh, like, because she got me the softball because it was right next to her job. Yeah. So I was beasting her. She caught the ball. She was like, oh, like, you wrote on it. And like, I immediately took out the camera and started recording her, and I was telling her how to read it because it's kind of hard to follow, even though there's a bunch of freaking arrows.
I know, I'm sorry, but like, you're like, follow the seams. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's so cute.
But I don't know, she makes me happy, and you know, I wouldn't trade my position. I'm happy that Zoom class was on Zoom and it got canceled.
When we get married, I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna email him like, this all happened because of you.
So moral of the story, she noticed me she hit me up. She looked up my name, you guys. If it wasn't for this channel, she wouldn't have found me. So thank you guys.
I would have had to actually like talk to her like, hey, my
And who does that anymore? You know, we always shoot our
I was just very shy because I would rather get like rejected through text than in person, because then like what, I'm just gonna walk away? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, and it was funny because like ever since then we would walk to class holding hands, and they're probably like, they didn't know each other in the beginning of the semester and now they're holding hands. Typical lesbians. Like
Typical lesbians, they move fast.
Yeah, but like honestly, I feel like I don't know, I feel like I didn't jump into this fast. I feel like she didn't jump into this fast. It was just like kind of, we're happy where we're at.
I fell for her faster than I thought I would, but I didn't
same.
Jump into it fast, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel that for sure, because I don't know, like I fall fast. I fall very, very fast.
Yeah, you told me that when we first started
And I mean,
talking.
I did fall very fast, but I feel like, you know, this is something that's gonna last a long time. Obviously, we hope to last a long time. Nobody wishes that they would just crash and
Yeah,
burn.
no, like I hope this only lasts a week. But.
Right, but like, you know, I appreciate you, babe.
My baby.
But that is how we met. I hope you guys have a good new year. We will be celebrating, and we hope to see you in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. She's gonna be here for more videos. I'm guaranteed that gun to her head, you feel me? But make sure you guys do that. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Say bye.
Bye, be safe, don't drink and drive for New Year's.
Don't drink and drive.
Seriously.
Yeah, stay up and stay blessed. All right, see you guys later.